All right, joining us on the show this afternoon is a multi-talented musician, media strategist, and content creator. It has been reported that he made the first AI-generated Afrobeat album, and now he wants the music industry to embrace artificial intelligence, aka AI. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome to the show, Eclipse Nkasi.
Whoa. It's great to
How
be
you
here.
doing?
I'm good. All
right, good to see you.
Hey, good to see you.
I mean, I have 1,001 questions to ask you on this.
We'll start with the one after the 1,000.
Okay.
Good place to start.
Fantastic. All right, so I quickly want to know about this. Like, you created an album, an entire album in 3 days using AI. And I really want to know, I mean, how did that even happen?
I mean, the shortest answer is that curiosity. I mean, like most people, I was trying to figure out what AI could do. And we had seen a few tools. We wanted to just know what was possible. And just for clarity, it's not like it was all just AI, but a huge part of the heavy lifting was done using it. So we got to work and we made something very special. I'm just super proud that the world is accepting it, and it's been a really great run.
Now, I have a follow-up question to that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, so you said that it wasn't all AI.
Yeah.
So why would you use AI at all when you still have the human assistance to it?
So two things. First and foremost, like I said, it was an experiment. When we started out, we needed to know what was possible. While everybody was raving about AI, not many people were doing work with it around music. So we needed to know what we could do. So which means as we figured it out, we found areas where, it wasn't as great. We needed to complement. But secondly, even after we figured it out, I strongly believe in the application of AI in its most ethical form, which means that we have to make sure that there's still human contribution and it doesn't just erode the human creativity. So when people say, oh, AI is here to take our jobs, it's this approach that ensures that doesn't happen. So we have it as a tool, sort of the same way you have Microsoft Word or anything else that kind of helps you get your job done. It's pretty much the same thing. So ideas are faster, execution is quicker, but you guide the entire process. And
all right, fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, I now see that you want other artists to do something with this that you have done, because I always think that so many times when people do stuff or they are the first to actually experiment with something, they want to stand out. So now you're even calling on others, come and join me. I've made a whole album using artificial intelligence and I want you to be a part of this. Why so?
I mean, for me, the biggest value that I have seen with AI is that it's going to lower the barrier to entry. More people will have a chance. I have been blessed to have had an extensive career across media and entertainment for like the last 15 years. But at the same time, it's come with a lot of struggles. I've seen really the bottom barrel of the industry. So I want to make sure that people don't have to deal with the things that I dealt with. And this is one of those ways. More content can go out, people can work faster, people can get new forms of jobs within the space. And I'm hoping that, enough people get a better chance at it. And maybe, I'm not even the biggest patriot, but this is the type of thing that would at least nudge our country in the right direction. Because if more young people are engaged and doing something that's productive, we're on the right path. We have less people, pressing computer and trying to scam somebody abroad for iTunes card.
All right, so what's the name of your AI artist?
Okay, so her name is Maya Blue.
Oh, she?
Yes,
okay.
because in the process of making the album, we generated this voice that was really amazing, and we named her Maya Blue, and now she has like her own thing going on, her own Instagram page, and she's creating music. We're working on an EP for her. She has an EP. She has a major collaboration that I am wishing I can say right now, but one of the huge legends from Nigeria, like they reached out, they want to do a remix for one of the really big songs, and I'm super excited about it. So there's just a lot that's going to happen, and I think it's exciting to see that.
I'm actually very fascinated. All right, so I have more questions. Okay, so I was watching your documentary, and you were talking about how AI generated the title of the album, even title of songs, singles that you have right there, and all that, and even the sound or sample of the guitar. And I'm wondering, excuse me?
AI also wrote in Igbo, by the way. There's a song called Ifu.
Yes, I saw that part. Yes, and I'm like, AI does not understand Igbo.
But it kind of does, and that's the interesting times that we're in. It's really interesting that you can literally put in a prompt and say, oh, give me an Afrobeat song, it's about love and hope. Make it 80% English, 15% Nigerian Pidgin, and it knows that and it can write in Pidgin, and maybe, 5% Patois. And you get a pretty decent song. It's now up to you to figure out how you want to move the pieces around.
This is so interesting. All right, now, so people are wary of artificial intelligence in the sense that it's been ripping people off, of their jobs, in the sense that some people have been using it to rip people off.
Yeah.
So, and then you see Rihanna singing theme song, or a collaboration between The Weeknd and Drake, which does not even, you know, like, and then you're wondering, what do you think about these challenges?
I think it's unfortunate, but at the same time, it's not one that I think we cannot work around. Like anything else, it's like the cell phones, like anything else, people would find a way to abuse it. Just because people have, you know, used a knife for the wrong thing doesn't mean we shouldn't have knives in our homes anymore to cook with. I think that the work that I'm doing is also more important because we will be able to show more people the right way to handle AI. That's why I'm open to sharing the knowledge. You know, we created a small community called Recreatives, over 150 people at this point in the last 2 days. So the goal is to make sure that we show people the actual way to use AI so that way there's less worry. Then with regards to it just, you know, ripping off of people's copyright, there's better ways to handle it. And as we do that, we will see really interesting expressions. I'm just one guy, who did this. When other people who think differently find these same tools, I'm sure they'll create other interesting things that are probably more exciting than what I have done.
So what has been the reception been like?
It's been great, to be honest. You know, in the beginning, people were really very shaky about it, especially within the music industry. I can understand it. You know, it was more the tech community that responded first.
Okay.
And then the last 2-3 weeks, we've gotten an insane amount of global exposure from every major media platform internationally. There's talks with investors. It's pretty exciting. And for the audience, people love the music. So I would say that I don't think, and before you even ask, let me answer the question. I don't think AI music will replace human music.
Yes, because I think people are scared. If they're not embracing it, they're actually scared.
You just give us another sort of let's call it like a genre, another category, another niche.
Oh, wow.
You know, in the end, it's just something else. It's not an alternative. My artist, Maya Blue, is exciting. She's a few things, but she's not a replacement for an actual artist. There's a lot of things that she still lacks. There's a lot of things that make her sufficiently different. And different is fine. Different doesn't have to be better, doesn't have to be worse.
Different is fine because we all knew how it worked when we had to switch to automatic cars in Nigeria, and then we had the manual. Some people were like, oh, no, don't do that.
Yeah, you can't even learn with automatic.
Yeah, you can't
You'll not be able to drive.
Yes, you'll not be able to drive.
I mean, joke's on them, right?
Oh, wow. So it will be jokes on the people who are not accepting right now.
It is.
Okay,
it's
fantastic.
Life.
Fantastic. All right, it's been so good talking to you, Eclipse.
Good, yeah,
Thank you so much for enlightening us and enlightening people, telling people about this.